this is a combination of two things that have come out. Um, we talked about this before in previous podcasts, but Venom has released the fighter kits, the new fighter kits that have come out. I took a look at a couple of them quickly, um, had a sneak peek at them. Um, when I look at them, is there really that much difference between that and the Reebok kit? I was expecting something crazy to come out. I thought that this new Venom deal would open the door for some amazing designs, and we haven't seen the walkout t-shirts. I'm expecting that they have those walkout t-shirts with the great designs and working with the great designers, but the actual kit itself, the walkout uniform, the t-shirt, the shorts and all that kind of stuff really looks similar to the Reebok kit. So it doesn't look like there was much in terms of change when it came to that. If I look at it, it was just some placement of text was a little bit different. Not much when it comes to being a little bit different than the Reebok kit. Now, like, I just want to bring up this point also. It's like they're so similar that if you just slapped a Reebok logo instead of that Venom logo, I would expect that it was a Reebok kit. Now, this is just what I've seen so far from the promotional stuff. There might be some extra stuff that they could bring in and really change it up. Let's hope for that. But from what I've seen, very similar to the Reebok stuff. Now, let's talk about the actual pay structure itself that Venom is introducing. I quickly looked at this as well and then started researching about it. Looks like the pay structure is very similar to the Reebok style. There was only a couple $1,000 difference, but some people have said even with the price of inflation and all this kind of stuff, still doesn't add up properly to the Reebok deal. The Reebok deal was coming in and those guys were promising that they would be making the same amount of money if they had sponsorship. People like Brendan Schaub have come out and talked about, and that was one of the reasons why he left the UFC and had his almost early retirement. But it was because of the pay that was taken away from him when UFC fighters weren't allowed sponsorships. I think that I think that this is something that they got to really work out. Maybe it could be like there would be one spot on your shorts that can have an approved sponsor. Obviously, all of them should be approved and all that kind of stuff, but maybe there's one spot that they can make a little bit of extra money. I don't know, but what I'm seeing here when it comes to the actual pay itself, I mean, it is kind of extra money that's given to them on top of the actual pay that they get. So I see a little bit from the UFC perspective, but at the end of the day, we just got to figure out a way to get these fighters paid a little bit more. Now, I get it for the fighters that when you look at the pay structure, I get it for the fighters that have only had a couple fights. But still, once you get to that UFC level, they don't really take it easy on you. So, and once you get to the UFC, we've seen it with a couple of fighters before. They throw the best of the best at you. So at that point, maybe you should be making a little bit more money. So I don't know. And again, with this Venom deal, some fighters might have expected something different when it comes to the actual payment itself. So they kind of hedge their bets before making the decision to go to either Bellator or one of these other places. I think that's one of the things that we got to look into as well, is how does this impact future decisions because of this Venom deal? So we've seen in the past some fighters have gone on to other organizations because they can get sponsors. And now that the fighters these days know what the Venom deal is going to involve, maybe this affects a decision when their contract comes to be re-upped. I don't know, but I think this is something that we got to think about as well.